brother right here.
Joe.
Joe. So now, you know what Christ is like according to the Bible? That's what we want on.
Yeah, he's white.
Christ is white?
That's what they show. That's what they show out here. Like that.
Watch this, Joe. But that's why I asked you. We're not talking about what somebody telling. We're talking about what it is.
Bring it out.
No. Christ is black according to the Bible, Joe.
That's right.
Yeah, but look, if you read it, it says the false image. This is the false image. I'm not disagreeing. We just died on it. That's all we is. We died on it, right? So now I ask you a simple question, because we're already going over a topic. What image Christ looks like according to the Bible. Not according to what man tells you, but what the Bible actually tells you. Exactly. So the next time somebody asks you what Christ looks like, you got to tell them the real, not what the falseness that somebody tells you, understand? Because what if I was a 6-year-old? What if I was a child?
Bring it out.
You say that to me, now I go off and believe a lie. So that's what we out here to stop. All the lies. We
That's
want to deal with the real, not the fake. Hey, my brother right here. My brother, what's your name, bro? Ephraim, that's your name? Okay. So you know you from the tribe of Ephraim?
Hey man, I just have the name, you know what I mean?
Okay,
but that's my first name. That's my mom and my dad and that's what they named me. They raised me.
What tribe you come from?
Huh?
What tribe you come from?
Hey man, to be honest with you, me and my wife, we did the ancestry thing, but I do have more of the West African Nigeria in me. You know what I'm saying?
Was you born here?
I was born here. Yeah.
Your dad's
American.
so-called African American?
Yeah. So
Come from the tribe of Judah.
That's
the
right.
tribe you come from. So now we asked the sister over here. Christ, we read John 7:38. Christ said that believe on me as the scripture has said. So does the scripture say Christ look like this, or does he look like that over there? What would you say?
As the scripture reads, I have to read the scripture and I live in.
You have to take it in for what it's really saying. It's over there. You over there. Yeah.
So let's get it. Revelation. Read it. Watch that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So the revealing of Jesus Christ. Come on.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day.
John the Revelator said, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. That's who's talking right now. Come on.
And heard behind me a great voice.
So now, just imagine like you was walking, right? Y'all all was walking. And guess what? You hear a loud voice behind you. What you gonna do? Turn around, stop, and look. You know what I mean? Come on.
As of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
So John the Revelator heard a loud voice behind him say, hey, what you see, write in a book. And that book is called the Bible. That's what we're reading here. So let's read further down to see what John saw with his eyes. Come on.
Verse 14. And
You with me, Ephraim?
Yeah, I'm here.
Come on.
verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So Ephraim, touch the top of your head for me.
Oh man, I gotta take a lot of stuff off, but I'm
You got one.
you know what I mean? I got a
Bring it
beanie.
out.
I got a beanie. I got a goddamn wave cap on. You know what I'm saying? So excuse my French. Man.
It's all good. We grown. So now you touch the top of your head, right?
Oh yeah, wool.
His what? Read that.
Wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs, the hair on his head and the hair on his face, his beard was white like wool. You see my man Ephraim right here, right? He has white hair in there, but he has more black hair than white hair.
Bring it out.
Which makes it look gray, correct? But if you take all those black hairs out, it'll be fully white.
Bring it out.
See that? Like my brother right here. He has less black hair. So now from a distance, his hair looks white. Does it not? His beard? Come on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So John the Revelator looked and saw Christ and said what he saw, he wrote it down. Damn, this dude, his hair looked like wool, thick wool. Where does wool come from?
Teach.
Man, it come from sheep, man.
Sheep. Would you agree, sis?
I never knew that.
Wool comes from sheep, right? Comes from animal, like sheep, okay? And it or like a bison or something like that, something thick, right? Black people have that type of hair, thick, curly, kinky, right? Come on.
As white as snow.
So Christ had thick, woolly, white hair.
Teach.
Come on.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And then when John the Revelator looked and saw Christ's eyes, looked him in his eyes like you looking at me, right? Yes. The whites of his eyes were what?
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
Now, what is that talking about? It said his eyes were as a flame of fire. What that talking about?
It could be.
Is it looking like Cyclops?
Nah, you got the Cyclops got the one eye in the middle thing.
Yeah,
you say
but
that's
you know what I'm
red.
saying? It's all red.
Yes,
like
all red.
So is that what it's talking about? Flame of fire, shooting fire?
No.
So imagine if I'm 6 years old, we gotta explain this to a 6-year-old.
Bring it out.
We got a scripture for you. Watch this. We got it right here. Watch this. Read that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be red with wine, meaning he drank wine in moderation.
Bring it out.
The whites of your eyes turn red when you drink wine. You
That's
drink
right.
alcohol. We agree with that? So let's go back.
And his eyes, Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Come on, because he drank wine in moderation, right? His first miracle was turning water into wine. Come on.
Verse 15. And his feet.
So now we're looking at Christ's feet, right? If you got your socks on, if you took off your socks, the top of your feet will look like the rest of your body for the most part,
Bring
right?
it out.
The same color as the rest of your body, right? Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass,
Come on.
as if they burned in a furnace.
Hey, Joe, what does brass look like? Brass, right? So now, Joe, we on the same page. We know Christ is black, right? So what does that mean for black people? We gotta follow. Now, how we do that, Joe? So now, what is one rule that we can follow to make us better and closer with Christ?
Bring it out.
Let me give you one before you go. And you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, let me give you one. That's why I'm out here. All right? So now, the scriptures say Christ's feet was like fine brass as if it burned in a furnace. When you burn something, what color does it turn?
Not everything.
If I burn white rice, what color does it gonna turn? Turn black. Joe on to something. It turned black. So if I burn my brown foot, it's gonna turn black. Charcoal, right? It's gonna be char. Read.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
So Christ was loud. Hey, Joe, before you go, give me 1 Corinthians 6 and 13.
Yes, sir.
16. Watch this
sir.
before you go. What can you do to get closer to Christ? What can you do to follow Christ? All right? So now, I'm gonna just read it first. Read
Yes, sir.
1 Corinthians 3.
Yes, sir. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
We all know that our body is God's temple. You with me, Ephraim? Our body is God's temple. Will we agree? Right, come on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
The Spirit of God is supposed to dwell in the Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
That's who we be. God's Spirit is supposed to dwell in us. Come on.
Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So now God says, your body is my temple.
Bring it out.
And I'm supposed to dwell in you. But if you defile your temple, I'm going to destroy your ass.
Teach.
So now, how do we as people defile our temple that God gave us? How do we defile our temple? Give me an example. I'm 6 years old. I don't know what that means. Alcohol, drugs, right? Having sex outside of marriage, eating foods you ain't supposed to eat.
Bring it out!
Let's start with something easy. Well, it should be easy. Leviticus 11. Watch this. God said, if you defile your temple, I'm going to destroy your ass. How does God destroy us? Give us all sorts of diseases. He'll shoot us down with a bullet. He'll have us hit by a car or whatnot. It's all type of ways God can destroy us. Now, he said, don't defile your temple. Now, I'm going to read one of the ways you defile your temple. Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
Who know what the swine is? Pig, right? Come on.
Though he divide the hoof.
God says the pig, the swine, has a split hoof. It divides the hoof and it's split. Come on.
And be cloven-footed.
Hard hoof.
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
The pig got a hoof like the cow, but he don't what?
Cheweth not the cud.
But the pig don't chew the cud. Chewing the cud is what? You know, Joe? Ephraim, you know what chewing the cud is?
Cud, man, I probably hay or something. I don't know.
So it's all good. I got you. And then I don't want you just to take my words for it. Go look, research it, right? Chewing the cud is when an animal like a goat, a sheep, or a cow, they got multiple stomachs. They chew the food, swallow it, regurgitate it, chew it again, and they swallow it again, it goes to another stomach.
Bring it
it's
out.
a filtration system that the pig does not have. Anything the pig eats, it stays in there unless it throws it up or boo-boo and piss it out.
Bring it
Half
out.
the time they eating their own throw up and eating their own boo-boo.
Teach.
So they keeping all them toxins within them. So what does God say about the pig? Read.
Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
Hey, my man Joe. So you eat pork? You eat pig? No pork, no pig, no bacon, no ham, no sausage, none of that? All
Teach.
praises. So now, does
Used to though, but
anyone in your household eat pork?
I don't believe so.
Okay, find that out.
I can't say that 'cause I'm not around them on an everyday basis.
Got you.
So they can do their own thing when I'm not around. But
Verse 9.
I don't bring it in.
Absolutely, all praises. So you knew that. All praises. How about you, my sister? You eat pork?
Yes.
God said you got to stop. It's unclean to you. Read that again.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7. Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
God said the pig is unclean to you. You heard that, Ephraim? Pig is unclean. You eat pig?
I mean, I have, you know what I mean? I have not, but I have eaten it when I was younger years.
don't eat it no
I
more,
don't eat it no
you
more.
say sometimes
No, I used to eat it when I was growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring
My
it out.
family so we got, you know what I mean? I'm eating it.
If you don't eat it no more, then you're good.
But I don't eat it no more.
All praises. How about you, my sis? Do you eat pork? You eat pig?
No, because it's unhealthy for us.
All praises. All praises. All right, so that's the way we defile our temple. What about some seafood? Who likes seafood? What kind of seafood we eat? We like crab, we like shrimp, we like lobster?
Teach.
You eating all that stuff at the bottom, man.
Right, so read that, verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers. Them shall ye eat.
So guess what? God said if you like seafood, this is the standard you are to have when you're eating seafood. It must have fins and scales.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.